Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
RT World News.
September 19, 8:12 America, New York. Biden repeats, unforgivable, remark about Putin. Joe Biden labeled Vladimir Putin a dictator, yet again, which the Kremlin had previously denounced. U.S. President Joe Biden has described Russian President Vladimir Putin as a dictator, claiming that his main political opponent, former President Donald Trump, would bow down to him if elected in 2024.
Wall Street Journal World News. September 19, 8:12 America, New York. The yuan and yen need the Fed's help. They might not get it. China and Japan are grappling with currencies that are hovering at their lowest levels against the dollar in more than a decade.
New York Times World News.
September 19, 8:09 America, New York. What is the UN General Assembly? This body, which meets annually, has seen its influence wane over the years, but it is still considered important to global affairs. Copyright Jose A. Alvarado Jr. for the New York Times. The United Nations headquarters in Manhattan.
BBC News World.
September 19, 8:04 America, New York. Libya flood. Derna mayor's house burnt down in protests. Derna's mayor is targeted a week after devastating floods. Many residents blame on incompetence.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 19, 8 o'clock America, New York. New venture firm Age One raises $35 million toward early-stage longevity fund. The firm, launched by longevity investors Laura Deming and Alex Colville, targets life sciences startups that have technologies designed to help people live longer and healthier lives.
Wall Street Journal World News.
September 19, 8 o'clock America, New York. U.S.'s hardest-hit hotel market primed for a comeback. A rise in tourism, restriction on Airbnb listings and tighter hotel supply are lifting New York City room rates to pre-pandemic highs.
BBC News World.
September 19, 7:52 America, New York. Beijing demands Hong Kong consulates hand over local staff data. Details including identity card numbers must be submitted to authorities in a month, authorities say.
The Independent.
September 19, 7:51 America, New York. Masked burglars drag man from Aston Martin before speeding away in violent robbery. Footage shows two carjackers pulling a man out of his luxury Aston Martin before speeding away in a violent robbery. Copyright Westport Police Department.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
September 19, 7:51 America, New York. Officials find debris from F-35 fighter jet that crashed in South Carolina after pilot ejected. The crash site for a stealth fighter jet that went missing during the weekend after its pilot ejected was located Monday in rural South Carolina after the military asked the public for help finding an aircraft built to elude detection.
The Independent.
September 19, 7:45 America, New York. An Alabama band director refused to stop playing at a school football game. Police tasered him. Johnny Mims' lawyer called the incident an alarming abuse of power by police. Copyright CNN.
New York Times World News.
September 19, 7:43 America, New York. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich appears in Russian court. The American, whom Russia accuses of espionage, is appealing a ruling that extended his pretrial detention. The United States has said he is wrongfully detained. Copyright Natalia Kolesnikova, Agence France Presse. Getty Images. Evan Gershkovich, a reporter for The Wall Street Journal, in court in Moscow on Tuesday.
PowerPost.
September 19, 7:42 America, New York. The complex portrait of nursing home staffing. Staffing needs vary between nonprofit and for-profit centers and from state to state.
The Independent.
September 19, 7:34 America, New York. Killer at large after family of 4 shot dead in Illinois home along with 3 dogs. Neighbors who live near the family are bewildered how such a tragedy could happen in the sleepy community. Copyright ABC Chicago.
The Washington Times Stories. Advocacy.
September 19, 7:29 America, New York. Jailed Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich appears at a Moscow court to appeal his arrest. Evan Gershkovich, a Wall Street Journal reporter who was detained on espionage charges, appeared in a Moscow court Tuesday to appeal his arrest.
The Independent.
September 19, 7:29 America, New York.
Irish student dies after getting pinned under rock in U.S. kayaking accident. Ella Mills died after getting pinned under rock in river on kayaking trip. Copyright Montgomery County Fire and Amp Rescue Service.